Holy scamoly, we're already in the first week of May and I'm graduating. And you probably were like, where did Mark go last week? Well, I was in LA visiting a friend, so I had to take a week off this week in esports and gaming. But we are back here with This Week in Esports and Gaming. I'm your host, Mark. Hi, welcome back to the first week of May. Let's dive right into it. Our first top 3 story, FaZe Clan and partner up with Ghost Energy. After 10 years of working with G Fuel, FaZe Clan have now parted ways and will now be working with Ghost Energy, which prides itself on being soy, gluten, and sugar-free. Ghost has a good amount of flavors and will be the sponsor of FaZe 1 The Warehouse, which is a live reality competition show. And they're also doing giveaways currently to celebrate this partnership. You might be wondering, Mark, why does this matter? This is just another partnership, right? It's just an energy drink brand. To that, I say G Fuel has been a staple in the gaming space for so long in regards to energy drinks. So for one, this is a bit of a shock after 10 years of a partnership. You think that 10 years, they keep renewing it because it's been doing so well. But either way, they obviously decided to part ways here. Secondly, I honestly think G Fuel will see a slight sales boost from this because it means that they will have to probably stop producing those FaZe flavors that they've made so long ago, like FaZe Berry or Tropical Rain and all those other flavors. And people will still want them though. So either as collectibles or just to consume, I think the prices will go up and people will be buying them out very crazily. People who are FaZe fans in general. And so I think that's actually pretty good here. Perhaps, the partnership wasn't offering FaZe as much money, or maybe FaZe wasn't generating G Fuel as much money. And maybe, Ghost was willing to help FaZe out financially ahead of their alleged SPAC, right? Either way, Ghost has already entered the gaming space in the past. They partnered with Xset, but I don't believe that partnership is in place anymore. So we'll see how this FaZe partnership ends up going on for them. Epic Games partnered with Microsoft. They're bringing Fortnite back to mobile devices via Xbox's gaming cloud service, where users can play Fortnite on a browser device, which includes phones and tablets as well. This is the first time in 2 years that mobile players will be able to play Fortnite since the game was banned in 2020 due to that legal battle that actually resulted in Apple needing to allow external payment options in their apps. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Epic has been on fire lately, along with Riot Games. Epic has been working with Microsoft, obviously, to bring this back from Fortnite. And that's huge. This will open up the floodgates again for mobile players in Fortnite. The question now is, will there even be a ton of water behind those floodgates, right? I don't believe that a lot of people have been associating Fortnite with mobile recently, so I believe Epic will actually have to do a good bit of solo and co-marketing with Microsoft if they're gonna want this to be successful. They have to promote the fact that this is now an option for mobile players for Fortnite to be there. Without that, it seems like people just associate Fortnite with that PC and console base. So it's a little bit of an uphill battle to climb, but nevertheless, Fortnite racks in money. So mobile whales who spend a lot of money in those games can actually really help Fortnite and Epic Games generate a good amount of revenue, even if there's not a ton of players there. Sykkuno has joined YouTube Gaming. Sykkuno was on Twitch for 3 years and got a total of 95.6 million hours watched with a total of 195 days streamed on the platform. He joins the exclusive likes of 𝗠𝗿𝗑, 𝗠valkyrae, Tim the Tatman, Dr. Lupo, and other YouTube gaming streamers who've been a part of the YouTube Gaming signing recently, or a little bit more less recent for some of them. Sykkuno is a special creator because his fans are really loyal to him and his brand overall, being a point of being Sykkuno stands at a certain point. They support basically everything he does, which because he has such a friendly and calm demeanor all the time. This is also a very tactical move on YouTube's part to get a gaming streamer, since he does play GTA, who's also a variety streamer, and he can carry large weight wherever he goes, whether he does IRL stuff or just core gaming stuff. 𝗠𝗏 make a great video on this one if you'd want to watch 𝗠𝗏𝗑's video on why Sykkuno is a good pickup for YouTube gaming versus other creators like Mizkif or Hassan from Twitch. It's typically because that while they do gaming stuff a lot, they tend to have a little more toxic fans, and maybe they won't transfer over as well, whereas Sykkuno is really positively oriented and has really loyal fans here. So while YouTube gaming streaming product is slightly improving with new features like channel redirects, which is basically Twitch's raid system for YouTube, the overall product is still slightly worse, or I would say a good bit worse for streaming than Twitch is. Discovery is pretty abysmal on YouTube for streamers and live products, so I'm sure they'll be using a solid portion of Sykkuno and 𝗠𝗏𝗑 and these other streamers to continue to get feedback as well on their platform. As far as partnerships go, 𝗠𝗿𝗶 partnered with the crypto exchange 𝗏𝗏𝗏 for a 3-year deal. 𝗏𝗏𝗏 will sponsor 𝗏𝗏𝗏's competitive rosters across CSGO, R6, Valorant, and Free Fire. And we've seen our fair share of crypto and NFT partnerships fall apart recently and canceled. So we'll see if this truly lasts the 3 years. I'm hopeful though, because 𝗏𝗏𝗏 has already sponsored Na'Vi, Alliance, Astralis, and Red Bull Racing Esports in the past. OG Esports partnered with London United. This is a cool partnership because it's actually taking London United's Valorant team and renaming it to OG London United, with the team operating as a joint venture moving forward. PSG has a history of doing joint ventures in the esports space, and it seems to work well for their brand overall, so we'll see how this works out for OG Esports. Spotify partnered with Roblox. Spotify's brand is now in Roblox as Spotify Island, which is the first music streaming platform to be in Roblox. I believe this is a play from Spotify to allow artists to connect with their fans in an official manner via the Spotify brand and potentially generate more premium subscribers while while they're at it as well. Beyond the Summit, partner with Papa John's. This will be a year-long deal focused on the Smash community with content series and commercials coming from it as well. They aim to unify 12 major Smash tournaments under the Papa John's banner as well. For finance and M&A, Axiomatic Gaming, the parent company of Team Liquid, they've raised $35 million. The round was led by Ares Management with participation from Revolution Group, Hero Capital, and others. This made Team Liquid the third most valuable esports org according to Forbes for 2022 with a valuation of $440 million. The funding will be used for M&A, development of Liquid Plus, their fan engagement platform, partnership activations, and further expansion into Brazil. A lot of workforce changes this week. Samantha 𝗠𝗿𝗏 joins Astralis at the head of digital. She will be responsible for building and refining Astralis' digital strategy and content as well. She has lots of experience in social media, both at Universal Media Group as well as the Danish network TV2 Denmark, and so that will come in handy for her new role there. Bernard Kim joins Match Group as the CEO. He's the true veteran in the gaming space. He was the former president at Zynga and for the past 6 years, and he was the SVP at EA for nearly 10 years prior to that as well. He will be leaving the gaming space and becoming the CEO of the group behind Tinder, Hinge, and other dating apps. Trip Hawkins joins 110 Industries as an advisor. Trip, who's one of the co-founders and former CEO of EA, will work with 110 Industries to develop the brand and corporate culture of 110 Industries. He also helped establish the corporate culture at Apple prior to founding EA in 1982, so he has lots of experience with this. Jessica Martinez joins Blizzard as the VP of Culture. She has a wealth of experience in communications at Disney and will be responsible for growing and implementing Blizzard's culture strategies. This comes at a necessary time for Blizzard, given they've had issues with workplace well-being for the past few years. Molly Mason-Bode joins Riot Games as the SVP of Dev Studios, and Taylor Chen has been promoted to the marketing lead for League of Legends. Molly joins after 18 years at EA working across all the company's portfolios. She's experienced in film and TV as well, which will help her in the ever-expanding Riot initiatives and their intellectual property as well. She holds an MBA from USC, and Taylor has spent the last 3 years at Riot Games working in brand management for League of Legends, working on initiatives like KDA, Seraphine, and Senna, and other League of Legends initiatives. He holds an MBA from Northwestern University. Roman Dijo joins Humble Bundle as the director of production. To say Roman is a veteran at Blizzard is an understatement. He was at Blizzard for over 17 years, primarily working on Battle.net, the client, Overwatch, as well as Overwatch 2 in game production capacities. He will now be overseeing production for Humble Games at Humble Bundle. Steve Kim joins Twitch as the Director of Strategy and Operations. He spent the last 6.5 years at Riot, leading partnerships and business development, as well as hopping around other parts of the company, doing strategy, operations, and retail as well. His background in investment banking, and I've been lucky enough to talk to him, so Steve, if you're watching this, go kill it at Twitch. David Hunsinger joins Knight Media as the head of digital. David has been in the esports space for a while as an agent at IMG and WME for the past 7 years, and he will now be at Knight Media, who represents Preston Plays, Mr. Beast, Carl Jacobs, Hassan, Matt Stoney, and many others. Lucas Luz has joined Tencent Games as the senior esports manager. He's been around the block in terms of Brazilian esports. He worked at Battlefied in the past and spent nearly 2 years at Pain Gaming in a variety of roles from GM to team support before working at Level Up Brazil, where he was most recently. Alex Cho joins Amazon Games as the head of paid media. He has a variety of experience in performance marketing in the user acquisition space. He has spent time at Hothead Games, Behavior Interactive, and most recently Square Enix before joining the Prime Gaming team at Amazon. Seth Fowler joins NRG Esports as the director of content. Seth adamantly says he will build the largest content org in esports one way or another, and he hopes to do it with NRG. He most recently spent around a year at Team Liquid working on content and social media. Tony Caskey joins NIP as the VP of Commercial Partnerships. Tony has many years of experience in sales, previously working for Pank Media and Azerion One. He will be responsible for maintaining and securing new brand partnerships for NIP. As far as new stuff goes, PiePacker have rebranded to JamGgg. JamGgg has over 2 million users globally since it launched 2 years ago, and the partnerships currently include Team 17, Atari, SNK, and Interplay, making JamGgg the cloud-based service of choice for those interested in retro titles. NetEase Games have launched their first US studio. It will be their first party studio called Jackalope Games, located in Austin, Texas, and it will focus on PC and console, even though nearly 70% of NetEase's revenue comes from mobile. So diversification, I suppose. And last but not least, Garena have announced a 1 million Brazilian Real Free Fire tournament, which is around $200,000. This will feature 18 teams that qualified for the Brazilian Free Fire's League's first division, as well as 6 invited teams. This will take place from June 22nd to July 2nd and will be broadcast on Brazilian TV, TikTok, YouTube, and Booyah. Thank you so much for tuning into This Week in Esports and Gaming. Credit to the publications and authors themselves for the images and info provided. If you know someone who would find this valuable, please tag them down below. And as always, have a great day, everybody.